Shops and salons are back open for business. It's up to each owner whether they'll open their doors today, but anyone who does will need to keep stations clean between customers and follow social distancing guidelines inside. And that could be a big change for customers and owners getting a haircut or manicure by appointment instead of just walking in. All of it means fewer customers during the day.
We try our best to have enough time to take care of the customer, and then at the same time to have enough time to clean after each customer and then make sure they're happy.
Well, another salon is asking customers to come in wearing gloves and masks. Well, ahead in just 30 minutes, we'll walk you through the changes for gyms reopening their doors today. At least 49 states, including South Carolina, are lifting some restrictions. It comes as cases start to decline in some hard-hit urban areas, but there are new clusters popping up in the U.S. Take a look here now. This weekend, thousands went to the newly opened beaches in Los Angeles, and boardwalks were packed in New Jersey. Near Orlando, Florida, 7 people were arrested after chaos at this block party. Deputies say they were hit with glass bottles there. In hard-hit New York City, hospitalizations are slowing down, but 8 states are still seeing an increase in new cases, including Texas.
We're going through 110 gallons of sanitizer a week.
That is a lot. Well, many of the new cases coming from food processing plants, correctional facilities, and nursing homes. Well, this all comes as the Federal Reserve Chair warns the U.S. economy likely won't fully recover until at least 2021. Jerome Powell told CBS the economy was fundamentally healthy before the virus, but it likely won't recover until the second half of this year, and that's only if there's not a second wave of the virus. Powell says in the long run, people will get back to work and unemployment will drop again. Well, new at noon, North Carolina is giving all long-term care facilities in the state protective equipment packs. They include a 14-day supply of face shields, masks, gloves, and shoe covers. It comes as the state instructs those facilities to do more testing. Well, several nursing homes in our area are dealing with outbreaks, including the Citadel in Salisbury and Mint Hill Senior Living. Now, we are expecting an update tomorrow from the state on any new outbreaks in our area. And today, North Carolina is making sure every employee of a North Carolina prison can get tested for the virus. Now, this includes more than 21,000 people. The tests will be free, confidential, and voluntary. Some FastMed urgent care locations throughout the state will conduct the testing. Well, the FDA just gave emergency approval to a new at-home coronavirus kit. It comes from Everlywell and is available by prescription only. Business Insider reports the kit includes nasal swabs and a saline solution filled tube to store them. You then ship the sample to one of 2 private companies and get your results within 3 days. Well, the test kits will cost $135 each. Well, every day, Atrium Health is bringing testing to our communities here. Today, there will be a mobile testing sites at Weeping Willow AME Zion Church on East Charlotte and Propel Church in Mount Pleasant. The testing is happening until 4 p.m. And the ROWAN County Health Department is also providing mobile testing for the community. They will be at ROWAN Helping Ministries on Long Street from 1 to 5 p.m. for walk-ins and appointments. Testing is free and you can get your results in 24 hours. Well, 49 states have loosened stay-at-home orders. Some, like South Carolina, allowing in-person dining at restaurants. Washington correspondent Serena Marshall reports on the president's meeting with the restaurant industry executives and the White House today.
A major topic of today's meeting is expected to be the impact of COVID on the restaurant industry as a whole. The restaurant industry contributes nearly $1 trillion to the economy. That's nearly 4% of the GDP, and a big chunk of that comes from small or independent restaurants. That's according to the Independent Restaurant Coalition, established after the start of COVID to help save local restaurants. They have been pushing for a fix to the PPP, or the Paycheck Protection Program, but now see that as a short-term fix and want to see something bigger, a bigger stabilization fund created to help deal with long-term impacts. Take, for example, even if in-person dining occurs throughout the country, the standard will become much different. They'll be required to have big changes like modified dining rooms, heightened cleaning procedures, and they will need help from the federal government to cover the cost of those changes since revenues have been significantly down since the start of this. The president's economic advisor, Kevin Hassett, said on CNBC just this morning that the president would be open to some specific relief packages targeting things like the travel or food industry. Reporting from outside Washington, Serena Marshall.
Another wave of layoffs could be coming for thousands of Uber employees today. According to Business Insider, Uber CEO told workers the company was finalizing layoff plans. Staff was told they would find out if they lost their job by the end of this week. Uber already laid off 3,700 people just 2 weeks ago. Sources tell Business Insider thousands more could be gone by the end of the day. Well, this pandemic is putting the pressure on HBCUs. Some presidents say they're in deeper financial jeopardy than other schools in higher ed. Remember, the Charlotte area has several HBCUs, including Johnson C. Smith and Clinton College in Rock Hill. At schools like Howard and Virginia State, leaders say it hasn't been easy to issue major refunds to students and switch to online classes. Now, some schools are issuing a plea for help to the federal government.
We are very concerned that without the adequate federal and state support, that many institutions that serve the underserved might not be around after.
Well, the U.S. has already loaned billions of dollars to minority-serving institutions. Some school presidents are remaining hopeful about enrollment numbers in the fall. And within the last hour, Northlake Mall reopened its doors. Officials tell us rules will be in place to keep customers and employees safe. Sick employees have to stay home, and all employees will wear masks and get daily temperature checks. Masks, hand sanitizer, and temperature testing will also be available for shoppers.